Hey guys, how's it going today? Hope you guys are having an awesome day today. We are going to be getting rare metals. So that is right here. And we have this patch all the way up over here that we are going to be getting them from. So in order to do that, we need to do a couple things. The first of which is we need to transport chlorine up there. So if we come over here, we are probably going to be doing a rail from here out and around this coal patch maybe. Maybe we can go straight over actually. Now I want to come out and around the coal patch like this and then come up with our chlorine. So that's going to be step one. And then step two is going to be doing a train from our rare metals patch down, and I think I was trying to figure out where exactly we would want to put this, and I think that we're gonna want to bring the rail in right over here, so maybe we can have like some kind of resource depot coming in over here, dropping off the resources, they get purified, whatever, and then they end up coming down all the way over to the bus. So I think that seems reasonable. And for future iron patches, because we are going to need another iron patch, we have this one down here, and that one could come up over here and kind of drop in right here. And if we drop it in right here, then we can just hook it into existing iron lines and then easily add more. The only problem will be the smelting, which I think we're going to have to add more like iron smelting up going this way on top of our existing smelters, but that's okay. So the goal today is to at least mine the rare metals, get them over here, and then we need something slightly different in order to purify them. For purified, we need hydrogen chloride. But we already have all of the ingredients for that. We already have chlorine and hydrogen, which we started making last episode. So that shouldn't be a huge problem to make that and to at least get ready to purify it. Because I'd rather just start with purified rare metals than... I mean, we're not in a super hurry to get rare metals. We do need them at some point, but you know, it's not a pressing priority right now. So we're going to do it right. In order to do this, I have a bunch of rails, and I have a locomotive and some cargo wagons. I'm going to need to craft some more locomotives for the chlorine, and some storage tanks, which I think we should go grab. And by the way, we have a jetpack now. Check it out. We're flying around, and this is an awesome new animation. This definitely changed since the last time I saw it. This looks super sweet. So that is going to be the way we're going to be getting around for the most part now. It is way faster than just running anywhere. As you can see, we have our thruster suit, which is all you need. You need that and rocket fuel in your inventory in order to fly. And then you just hit J, and boop, and we're up in the air, and we're flying around. The one thing to note with this, it's cool to fight biters like this. It is not cool to get hit by biters like this because you will immediately drop and you could be in major trouble. I've had that happen. So just fair warning, using that for combat. So, alright, we've got some tanks. I would like to make one fluid wagon for our chlorine. Alright, we're making a fluid wagon. I have a bunch of rails. For going up that direction, and here I am running after talking about how awesome the jetpack is. So let's try and line this up right over here, I think. Oh, and we have down here, we have some train stops, so we just need, I don't know. We need it. We'll just take them all. Why not? We're going to need at least 4, so it's alright. Alright, so we come back over here, and we're going to work on getting this rail out of here. We need to underground it. There we go. Okay, and I think that what we're gonna do, so our plan will be, we aren't gonna need a ton of rail in on this planet. Like, we are gonna need some for sure. Like, you know, we're gonna have to, oh, there's some uranium up here. Like, we're gonna wanna, you know, have trains for uranium. We'll probably have a power plant somewhere. You know, so we will need some trains. So what I was thinking is that because we are not going to need, you know, a huge rail network, I was thinking we would just make like a 2-rail system, maybe, which I'm going to work on the blueprints for that. But if that's the case, I want to bring this down pretty much like right where this other rail is coming down. And it doesn't have to be exact by any means. But the goal would be that, you know, we can easily just make a 2-way rail system like right here, hook it in super easily, and then for all the things that we're going to do with our rails in the future, it would be very easy to hook in. And I don't know why I'm clearing all these trees when I don't have to. I could just be building the rail. So we're going to do that. I also, we just finished, just now, all the way at the bottom somewhere, this bot speed. So the bots are going to be working a little bit faster. They are not going to be incredibly fast yet, unfortunately. But at least they're not as slow as they could be. So, all right, I think that, let's see, when do we start angling up? Maybe right here. Okay. And I think I'm gonna hit the iron patch. Yep, so we're gonna backtrack that a little bit. I wanna be on the outside of that iron patch. Okay. But, thankfully we have bots, which make mistakes much easier to deal with. Okay, so we're gonna come up, I guess, we'll go a little bit further. And we'll come up, like, right here. There we go. And we're not gonna need any rail signals on this section of rail, because right now there's only going to be 1 train on it. If you want to watch my rail signal tutorial and learn more about that, you can see that right up in the corner. I'm going to put a link up there. Okay, so we're still going slowly here, but we're making our way. Honestly, having even just like, I only have 10 bots right now, which we are going to increase that number in the near future, but even just having 10 bots makes building this like a million times faster than it would have been otherwise. So if you don't use bots, you're missing out. I remember when I first started using bots, I was so confused on how they worked, you know, what their uses were, etc. So now that I got it figured out, it is well worth it to even just handcraft a couple. And of course, in the future here, we're going to have huge swarms of bots, especially down here on Novice, running resources back and forth and things like that. So, are we out of rail? No. I was going to say, I thought I grabbed like 500 or 600. Alright, so we're coming up here. We're almost done with this rail. And then we're going to deal with offloading. So I think we're going to come across here, like this. And so this is going to be for the chlorine. So if we grab some pumps, which are somewhere, they're right here. Oh, I already have a couple. Okay, so we're going to grab 2 pumps. We don't need any more than that. And then we're going to grab a second tank. And this tank is, these 2 tanks are going to go right here. I think that looks nice. And then we'll connect these. And we'll add power here. And then we have 50 miners. We are not going to use all of them. Well, maybe we will. Maybe we will. Okay. So, we're going to do this because it's going to be way easier. Check it out. That's how you do it. Okay. Let's actually make it go sideways, and then we'll have the other rail kind of go like this and come down. So we'll have them kind of offload in this, like to the what's that? To the west. We'll have them offload to the west. Okay. And then check it out. You can just, the power lines don't quite line up. That is a little bit annoying. Maybe I can fix that real fast. Hold on. We're gonna fix that. There we go. Check that out. Okay, so now if we grab it, power lines should line up. Yes, they do. Very nice. Okay, and that should be honestly probably good. I mean, I don't think that we're gonna need more than that. And that actually is all 50 of our miners. And we don't even have enough belt, it looks like. So I'm gonna have to grab some more of that. But we can do something kind of cool right now. We are going to hit J for our jetpack, and then we are going to fly back to base with the long power poles, or the big power poles, dragging behind us. And this is a super easy way to extend power. Okay, and here we go. All right, so we just hit a spike of power for those miners, but looks like we're still handling it decently-ish. It looks like our satellite rocket silo uses quite a lot of electricity. So we're going to have to upgrade that soon, and to that end we have uranium processing being researched right now. But okay, so so that was that. That was dropping the rails there. Oh, discovered a new moon, Marquardt. Very cool. We'll take a look at all the places that we've discovered in the very near future and scope out where we want to go, which is very fun to do. So let's see, what do we need? We need belts. We need undergrounds. We're good on splitters. And we're going to grab some more rail for the trip back. So we're going to grab, I don't know, that seems like enough. And I'm going to work on getting enough resources for 2 more locomotives. So I will be right back from that. Okay, so we are back, and I just want to point this out real fast. Our iron is looking pretty sad here, and our copper is looking semi-okay, and our steel is looking pretty bad. So in the very near future here, we are going to want to upgrade all of these things once again. So, you know, we're going to start using resources at a much higher pace here. And so we're, you know, we kind of rushed through to getting the space rocket to start with. But now we're kind of in a place where we really need to work on, you know, bolstering these resources, because once we go to space, it is going to be very expensive flying back and forth all the time. Of course, you know, we'll get some rocket reusability, which means that we'll get to reuse a lot of rocket parts, which will be awesome. But before we get there, it's going to be expensive paying for rockets to get back and forth all the time. So we do need to increase our resource production here. And but once we go to space, we are going to be getting very quickly, where is it? We're going to be able to get these industrial furnaces. So what we're going to be doing as we upgrade these, we are going to be building some modules so that when we do get to those furnaces, and how quickly can we get beacons? Probably not that quickly. Beacons right here. Okay, so we need to do a couple more science packs before we get to beacons, but our goal is to build it so that it's going to be able to be expanded pretty easily. And that means with beacons, that means with modules, so that you know, we're saving as many resources as possible. And yeah, so we're also going to finish, speaking of saving resources, we are also going to be finishing our enriching for both copper and iron in the near future. So that's that. Let's go run this rail down here. And we'll actually start down here and then run it all the way up to the patch. I think that what we'll do is we'll have our rails come in probably right about here, and we can have like kind of a resource hub of rails coming in for any copper that we do in the future and any rare metals. And we'll also bring in, we might bring uranium in farther down the bus actually and do like uranium processing down here or something like that. But we can figure that out then. But I think right about here seems like a good place for rails to start coming in. And so, I mean, this rail is not going to be super long, but I also feel like belting this raw rare metals down would be a little bit of a long belt. That would be pretty far. So, you know, trains are fun. They're one of my favorite parts of Factorio. You know, watching them going back and forth and doing all sorts of cool things. And so we might as well just belt it. I mean, not belt it. Train it. Train it in. We're going to train it in. So we'll just run this up really quickly. And it looks like we're going to run into that station. That's okay. Just quickly go this way. Okay, here we go. All right. We are going to put this station down. And then we are going to have, it's going to be a 131 train for now. We might make it bigger later, but that is not necessary at the moment. And it looks like I'm missing more resources. I'm missing some chests. I'm missing some inserters. Yeah. So it's going to be like this, though. All right, and I'm going to go grab some resources to handle all of this. So I'll be right back. Okay, we are back. We have more things that we grabbed. We grabbed a bunch of iron chests. Later we can make these steel, but it's really not that important right now. So we have a bunch of inserters there. And if we come over here, I grabbed some more materials to finish these arrays of mining. And is this not powered? It is powered. These things... Oh, they don't have fluid. I'm wondering why aren't they mining? And it's because they don't have any chlorine. So we need to finish that part still. But that's okay. And right now we only have 3 of these, and we have 3 places over here. So we're not going to balance these belts or anything right now. In the future we could balance them, but it's really not that important at the moment. So what we're going to do is have them come into a splitter and just go like this. It's not a perfect way to do this, but it's definitely the fastest and easiest. And we're not going for, you know, perfection here. This is, you know, this is pretty early stages still overall, and you know, you can't go for perfection until like late stages, in my opinion. Go for the best you can, and you know, don't make it bad, but you know, just do the best you possibly can, and it'll be good enough. So here we go. We've got inserters and everything there, and we can grab one of these long power poles to power it. There we go. So now we just need to grab the actual chlorine, which we can go do, and start shipping that up. And then we will work on getting the train set up for actually sending it back, but we're not going to have anything to send back yet, so let's go do the chlorine part. Also, we're about to fly over a little lake, and I would highly encourage caution. Make sure you have enough rocket fuel when you're flying over a lake, especially a big one, because you would not like to run out of fuel and drop into the lake and die. That'd be pretty bad. So here we go. We've got a train. We've got 2 places for our pumps here. So we'll work on powering that. There we go. Let's see. We have fuel here, which is awesome news. So if we do this and this and change this a little bit to like that, I think. And then we can split it like that. Then we can run the fuel over here for this train, and then We still have to work on fuel for the other train, but that's okay. So we got that. And it can come down right here. And then we'll have to have it go... Ugh. Let's actually change this. Let's make it go to the other side of the track. Because that is going to be a lot cleaner in my opinion. So here we go. We're on the other side of the track. And then this is going to be a cargo wagon. And this is going to be like this. And then we're going to grab our chlorine. Okay. So it might be a little bit messy here with the pipes and everything, but that's okay. Alright, let's clear that. Alright. Bring that over. And then throw these pipes down. And then we need inserters here and here. There we go, and I clearly didn't hook something up. There we go. Alright, and we're getting chlorine in our tanker. Very cool. And I think that we're going to try and set this to like an acid green. I think that's... I love doing train colors. So that's going to be our color here. And if you didn't know, you can control right click on the train, right, to set the color on the other locomotive once you've already set one. But then you can also do that to the station, and vice versa. If a station is a certain color, you can control right click on the station and then click on the train to set the color. So there we go. We've got our chlorine train, and we're getting some fuel in here. So let's see. So this is going to be our chlorine, and we should have chlorine. That's going to be pickup. And then if we come over to the map and we click on this one, this is going to be our chlorine drop. And I think I'll do this chlorine, and then we'll do the rare metals drop. Okay, and so what this is going to do is it's going to do chlorine pickup. It's going to go wait till cargo is full. And we're never going to really need anything besides this. And then we'll go to the drop, and apparently it's inaccessible. I'm not sure how that is, so we'll have to solve that ourselves. But we'll go full cargo, empty cargo at the drop. Okay, and if we come here, it looks like the track didn't get built over here. So we're going to go in manual drive, and we are going to drive out there and fix it ourselves. And then we'll be able to ride the rest of the way up to the station. So if we come here, didn't get built, bots will build it. And then now we'll switch it to automatic, and we'll go to the drop. Here we go. And our nuclear power research is almost done. So that'll probably be next episode. We'll be getting some uranium and starting to process it so we can get to nuclear power. Okay, here we go. Now, we've dropped this off, but we still have to get the chlorine from the tanks to the miners. So we're gonna come over here, and we can hook it up like this, and that's gonna power this whole row, because it's pretty cool. They all connect to one another along the line. But that means that we need to do the rest of the lines. So we can do this, and that will pretty much do it. So just connect here, here, and here. And I need to do one more connection, which is here, and that'll start the rest of them working, hopefully. And it does, and we are going to die on power. Looks like this is way too many mining drills for us to handle, it looks like. So we are going to desperately need more power here in the very, very near future. But check it out. So we've got, either way, we've got rare metals being mined. Now, this might look like, I mean, we have more than 50 miners here, right? So we have 54 miners here. But it's still going to use so little chlorine. I mean, it's only 2.5 per mining operation. So, you know, you're not going to use that many. And we can do some more researches here. So let's see. A portable RTG would be awesome. That's for our suit. That way we don't have to power it ourselves. It will. There's no fuel cost. Right now we're using this burner fuel, or this portable generator, and we have to throw fuel in there, which is kind of annoying. So that would be good. And then what else would be awesome to have? We definitely want this umbrella energy beam defense facility. We will talk about that when the time comes. And I really should be getting a work on these military sciences. We haven't fought biters in a very long time, and our pollution cloud is starting to get close to these biters over here. So what I think is going to happen, or what I should do, is we're going to automate some lasers, and we are going to build some walls here, and I think probably a long one over here between these two waterways, and then we have another easy defense point here, and then this would be a very, very long wall, but that may be what we end up doing, because this should be plenty of space for us, and if we really needed more, then we could build a little island over here, or, you know, expand at the time that we need to. But this is so much space to be getting on with. So that's that. We have our rare metals. Now we just need to put our locomotive down over here. Let's not do it over here. Let's do it on the other side, so we don't have to use our own fuel. So we will fly down over here. So much faster doing that. And then we'll put down our station here. And our locomotive, followed by 3 wagons, and our locomotive facing the other direction. We will clear these rocks and debris, and I accidentally cleared the track there. That's all right. Let's see. What is the nearest place that we can get fuel from? Well, we don't want to take this fuel as much as we would like. Do we? Do we mind? Maybe we'll do a splitter with priority going towards the power, as always, and we'll just split it and come up. Yep, that's what we're going to do. And that just means that we're going to have to increase our fuel production, but that needed to happen anyways. So we're going to do this. We're going to do output priority to the power, and then we're going to zoom up. We don't need a lot of power, just a little bit, or a lot of fuel, just a little bit. Okay. And we're going to unload on this side. So we're going to go to the far side once again. And we'll come down right here. There we go. Okay. And then we'll just run this the rest of the way down the train to this side. And load in the fuel. There we go. And then we need to power this as well. So we have our big power poles, which we can just reach one across over here. There we go. And then we want to have fast, well, actually, we have stack inserters that we could get. That's all right, we'll get that in the future. Again, this doesn't need to be insanely fast or anything yet. So we'll do that, and then we'll make some more iron chests, and then we'll do another row of inserters, and we're going to run out of inserters again. Oh, we can make some real fast. So now we have the chests. There we go. Alright, and then we will power these real fast. Okay. And then we'll do this coming this way, going like this. So it's going to be almost the exact opposite of what we did before, right? And then we will copy this and paste it twice. Okay. And then let's see, we're gonna have this come here, this come down here. And maybe I should have done 4 wagons, but because 4 is just such a nice number. I don't know, it's all right. But so we have this now, and we are going to add stations. Let's rename these stations real fast so we know. This one here is going to be raw rare metals. Whoops. It's going to be raw rare metals drop. And then our other station is going to be raw rare metals pickup. There we go. And then let's add the station. So drop, we're gonna empty. Pickup is gonna be full. Oops, not empty. Full. There we go. And let's set it. Let's jump in before we set it to automatic, and let's go. Just want to make sure everything is working. Alrighty, so we can see that we are indeed loading our raw rare metals. We are mining them pretty slowly. And let's see. Yeah, you can see that over there. So you can see on the side that it says mining time 300%. So these mining operations are super slow. So you can see here, like, look at how slow this is going. And, you know, we could compare this to, you know, mining iron or copper or anything else. And this mining operation will take 3 times as long. And there's only a couple other things that are so slow. But one of the things that we'll be able to do with these rare metals is if we come over here, we can start upgrading our miners eventually to these electric mining drill Mark IIs. And you can see that this mining speed is 0.5 per second, and this mining speed is 0.75 per second. So it's 50% faster to have a Mark II than a Mark I. And so, you know, starting to upgrade, you know, even these would almost, it would, what would it be? I mean, it would be 50% faster, right? So 50% faster would be, you know, instead of 300% slower, it would be only like 150% slower. I could be a little bit off on that math, but that's okay. So anyways, we're just gonna make it go back right now and drop all these rare metals off. And then we can start looking towards making some hydrogen chloride to start refining them. So if we come over here, these enriched rare metals need the hydrogen chloride, right? We also have our uranium processing. So let's fly over, and we're gonna pick up some materials. Oh no, we've got some steel beams and stuff, but we can grab some more, I guess, so we don't have to make them all. We got steel beams. Also, I don't know if I talked about this, but this is our life support facility, which is how we made the life support. What's it called? Life support equipment Mark I for our thruster suit. But this is where we're going to make life support canisters. We're going to clean them out, and we're going to fill them with life support so that we can survive up in space. And we'll also make some med packs. But in any case, let's grab... yes. Jeez, made a lot of steel beams. Okay, let's grab some steel beams. And we're out of brick and stone brick and glass. So we're gonna grab this stone brick here, and we're gonna grab this glass here. We're gonna make a couple of these. Okay, and then let's fly down over here to make some hydrogen chloride, which I think, where should we do this? It's always the question, where should we do this? We're just gonna go this direction, honestly. And let's see, we're gonna move this up over here, I think. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna make hydrogen chloride. And let's see. We're gonna have an input here. Yeah, I mean, this isn't too close to the rail, and it'll be kind of cool because, like, the rail will be, like, going in between all the buildings and pipes and stuff, so it's kind of cool. Okay, hydrogen chloride. This is probably way too much, making hydrogen chloride, so we're just going to do 4, actually. And then we'll power it, and then we are going to run some pipes down this way. And then we're going to do the fancy little trick that we've done before, where we copy paste. Why is this? Oh, that was one off. There we go. Oh, what the frig? Let's not place it wrong. There we go. Okay, and we needed one more pipe, which we can make a couple here. Okay, and then we aren't going to waste these undergrounds at the end. And then we'll run this hydrogen pipe over here. There we go. And then we just need a chlorine pipe, which I'm just going to change this slightly. So this is going to be like this. And then we'll run this over here, make one more pipe, and hook that up. And apparently do we not have enough chlorine pressure? Oh, this thing's here right now, so that's why. So these things are working basically as fast as they possibly can. This is also working as fast as it can. And we're still not making enough chlorine to start these. Okay, that's alright, we'll figure it out. Let's make this thing go away. So I guess we've already used like 25,000 chlorine mining raw rare metals, but these should start working hopefully here pretty quickly. Come on. We need 50 chlorine. Fluids are just so weird in Factorio. I mean, these are all connected, right? Where's all the chlorine going? I'm about to add a pump. Okay. We have one thing working. Well, it's a start. It's not perfect. It's a start. So, you know what? We'll deal with storage later because we're not even using this stuff yet. And we're going to have to expand this. We're going to have to probably add one more crusher so that we can be making more sand so that all of these are working at full speed. So we are making enough chlorine because, as you can see, apparently our raw rare metals is just chewing through this chlorine because that guy went away with 8,000 there a minute ago and is already back. So you know that this is going to be used very quickly. So we're going to have to expand this. We're going to have to keep expanding everything. But I think that is going to be it for today, guys. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you guys have an awesome day today. See you on the next episode.